Hi, this is Camille from My Junk Journal Heaven. Have a little project. I'm hoping I can use these two papers. I think I need a square piece, and I don't know what size this ended up being. This is a scrap, so I'm going to measure it and see what I have. Okay, it's about 10 inches. I don't know that I want it that big. Let me see here. Well, let's see how big it is this way. I'm going to make this 9 by 9. I think I'll just cut it 9 by 9. I'll get out my paper cutter here. I can't cut them together because they're different sizes. I hope I can cut this one 9 by 9. I guess I should measure that and see before I cut this one. Nope. Okay, let's do... Hell, I got that cut off. Let's do 6.5 by 6.5. We'll try that one. I'm just trying something here. I don't know whether it's going to work or not. We'll see. I can always use the pieces cut off. But I think these kind of go together, and you want something that's going to kind of look nice together, because one of them's going to be inside and the other one's going to be outside of our project. Okay, and I'm going to cut this one at 6.5. Hope you can see this. If you can't, you'll be able to see it when I get rid of the... Okay, I think this is going to work. Now one of these, this one is cardstock, so I'm not sure how that's going to work with it, but we'll find out. And I am going to glue these together. And then I'll see what I want to do after that. I'm kind of going with an idea, but not sure it's going to work. We'll see. Sometimes you just have to go with the flow. Trying to make pockets and ephemera for my journals. I'm tired of the little rectangular square pockets or corner pockets in the journals. I want something pretty and different. Okay, now I'm going to glue this on, and it's not quite the same exact size, so I'm just going to do the best I can with it. Whoops, and I'm not doing very well. That's a little better. You saw me measure and cut these, and they're still not the same size. But I think it'll be all right. Now, normally I wouldn't fold wet paper, but we're going to do it anyway. I'm going to get them together real well. And I think I want to fold these in a ways. How wide is this? It's about 9 inch, just a little over 9 inches. So I want to fold it in, let's say 3 inches on each side. So I'm going to use my mat. Ooh, that's not going to... Maybe 2.5 inches on the sides. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, that might work. Excuse me. Need to get it where I've got it even though. I don't want it too small. Okay. I do 2.5 on that side and 2.5 on this side. That'll give me a 4-inch pocket. Yeah, that's about what or close to 4-inch. That's about what I want. So these may be a little bit too big, but we'll see. We'll see. And then about 2.5 inches on this side. Oh, and that doesn't fold in nearly as much as that one did. Something's cockeyed with this, but we'll fix it. I'm just going to kind of eyeball it, I guess. As long as my folds are straight up and down, I don't think it'll matter a whole lot. Now, it's also too tall. Oh, and that paper kind of shredded a little bit there. That's because it was wet. I shouldn't have done that. I know it. And this is 9 inches, and we don't want that. So, what am I going to do with these? I'm going to round them off a little bit. And for that, I think I'm just going to get out my I think this will work. We'll see. If this doesn't work, you may not see this video. Oops, that's not very good where I did that. Okay. I can erase that first line, and then I can erase it when I'm done. Oh, and that's not good. That bottom part is really crooked. What did I do? I thought I had these straight lines here. Not quite. Okay. This one needs to go out to there a little bit. That's where my mistake was. This isn't straight. I'm not gonna push too hard on that. Okay, let's redo the line down here and see if it looks better. This curve should work. It should work. If you don't have one of these, you could use a bowl, a cup. Yeah, I think that's good. Anything that's rounded to make this. Okay. And I think I want this rounded off a little bit. I don't know where I'm going to glue it. I think I'm going to glue it together there. Yeah, I folded it too early and I got a crease inside. And I'm going to ink it. I need to find my little light inker, if I can find it. There it is. Antique linen. Yep, that's it. I look at it and I think, oh, that's too dark, but that's it. It's very dark. And I have my daubers have gone down behind my desk. So, what is this one? I don't know what this one is, but I'm going to rub it off on something and see if I can get rid of a lot of the color out of it. Oh yeah. It's not got much color in it. I don't want to ink it with anything too dark, but I want to ink a little bit so it has a little bit of definition. And I am going to round these. They're not going to be rounded too much. I saw somebody doing something with an envelope that was similar to this, and taking an envelope apart and doing all that stuff just seemed like more work than I wanted to do. And these could be a mass make. You could cut all your pieces at the same time and then fold them and ink them at the same time and then embellish them at the same time. Each piece little by little. I think these papers look pretty good together. Okay. Now you could do it the other way too. You could have the flowered one on the inside and the plain one on the outside. You can do almost anything with these. And then I'm going to embellish it. Looks like I need to trim a little bit of this off where I ended up messing it up. I didn't realize that paper was that delicate. Do I want it crossed that way or that way? I don't think it matters. Does it matter to you? It doesn't matter to me. And what I want to do is get something. I'm going to embellish it and then I'm going to get something to tie around it. I think. Because if you put it in your journal like this, it's not quite 4 inches across, and it could be a side tuck also. So let's see what I want to embellish it with. I have some pink pearls. I don't know if I want to use those on it or some regular ones. I think I kind of like the pink pearls. And I can put some lace on part of it and pink and pearls on the other part. And I'm going to put it on this way. Which means I have to manipulate the middle a little bit to make a corner. Miter the corner. And I mitered it too soon. There we go. That's better. A little bit. I still need to get that miter folded in, not out. There. That's better. That's better. Let's put a little bit more glue in here to glue that down. And I'll trim up these other pieces in a minute or two. Now, I still haven't decided whether I want the pink pearls or not. I think they're too pink. I don't want those. I think I'll just use some of these. I think these will be okay on the other part. Well, that package is partly parts that are supposed to hold it together are torn. Oh well. These all came from Dollar Tree. Oh, and that stuck it down in the... stuck to the bottom thing in there. Okay. I'm going to make a little pencil mark here. Nope, that's too far. Because I'm going to glue them together. I don't want the pearls to go too far. And once again, I turned my bottle the wrong way. Oh, that looks good. I think that'll be fine. I could have used some smaller ones. How many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, and 6 here, so that should work out fine. Hopefully. If not, I can always grab another one. That worked out. I'm going to trim up the lace here. I'm going to put something here. I need something in the middle there. Too much plain. And I'm just going to put a little bit of glue here to glue this down. I don't think it's going to need more than that. It might interfere when we put a tag in there, but maybe it won't. There. All right, now let's see what I want to put in there. Could put a flower. Very pretty lavenders and pinks in there. I think that looks nice. I think I'll use that. Just that little piece of doily there. And the fun part is trying to glue these down because, and I'm not going to use that, so this can go back where it was. Trying to get this glued. I need something underneath it. I'm going to go ahead and put this under it. Hopefully that's enough. It's enough to stick it to that paper. I might want to make another one. I think we have time. And I could make it just slightly different. I'm going to go ahead and use this paper. And I'll be right back with you because I got to find the other pad of paper that has plain colors. That's the one I want. I'll move all this stuff aside again. And put this one over aside. Still got all these flowers over there that I was going to put away. I'll do that later. And I will cut these out. And I think I might try and cut them out together and see if they turn out the same size. And I have an idea for a different top and bottom feature on these. When I cut those other ones to 6 by 6. I think I'm going to do this one 7 by 7. It'll be a little bit larger. Nah, I think the 6 by 6 worked fine. Isn't that what I cut it to? I think I did. I don't know. Let's do the 7 by 7. I can always cut it down if I don't want to use that. Trying to keep the pages together. I could make it even smaller and out of a rectangle instead of a square. And once again, I'm going to glue it together. Get my glue as close to the edge as I can. And hope I can get these glued together exactly right. I could have glued the whole page together, the whole pages. Oh, I still have gnats. I guess they don't like the heat either. Well, this didn't turn out much better for the edges than the other one did. So I'm going to use my knife and cut this down a little bit on this side where the white's showing a lot. Okay, that's all cut. And this side over here is showing a little. This doesn't have to be exact either. It can be off a little bit. If you were using envelopes, opening them up and using them, it wouldn't be exactly the same on all sides. All right, put that away before I cut myself. That would just be too much fun. And once again, we're going to fold it, but we're going to fold this a little bit different. I guess I should do this first. Spread that glue around. And I don't know that it has an up and a down, so we weren't going to worry about that. I think it might be raining. Is it thundering out there, puppy, huh? I think it's raining. And she's in here hiding by me. Okay, I'm going to fold this one. I've got this, the points of it the same. And I'm going to fold this one over like this. And I'm just going to kind of round it right now. I don't want to mash it down too much because I don't want to tear the paper again. And then I'm going to fold this one over at the 4 inches on this side. So 4 inches will fit in the journal just fine. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tall about. And I think what I'm going to do is fold this bottom piece up. Well, maybe I won't fold the bottom one up, but I'm going to fold the top one down a little bit. I want it to be just about even here on all the sides. Eyeballing it, it doesn't look straight, but that's okay. It's okay. And I don't know whether I want this bottom piece folded up to make it a total pocket or not. Nope, I think I'm going to cut it off, and it'll just kind of be a almost a belly band type thing. Just a variation on the other one, and I am gonna round the corner here and up here. And I will ink this, and I'm sorry I don't like the ink on screen, but I need to ink it before I glue it down, so once again I'm using antique linen. Yes, antique linen. I think I'm going to glue this down, this top piece. I think I want it glued down because we don't want it too tall to fit in the journal. And I don't want to tear the paper up like I did on the last one, so I'm just going to kind of mush it down here at the bottom. And then guess I'm still 4 inches across. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and glue this down. And it doesn't want to stay glued. Oh, and I was going to put something around it to kind of tie it, but I'm not going to do that on that one. I may do it on this one. We'll see. That is uneven, but yeah, it's not coming up. That's okay. Eyeballed is eyeballed. All right, now what do I want to do with this? I want to put something on there. Make it a little bit different than the other one. That kind of works. And then the yellow butterfly over here to go with it. I think I like that. I'm being too wishy-washy tonight, and I don't want to I don't want to be wishy-washy. All it does is take more time. Okay, this has to go down first. That's a definite. This has to go down first. I'm going to use this little string of pearls around here. I probably got these from Temu also. I'm not sure. They could have come from Dollar Tree. I don't know. My Dollar Tree doesn't have that much anymore. I'm kind of disappointed in them. I used to go in there and spend $50 on things for junk journals, and they just don't have as much that I like anymore. They don't have much of anything for crafting stuff like this. I think that's pretty on there. That looks nice, doesn't it? And do I want to put some here and here? That's the question. Do I want to put more on there? Yeah, I think I will. Why not? Why not put these on there? Unless I can think of something else I want to put on, but I don't see anything else that I have that I want to put on there. We'll just make both of these with pearls down both sides. Oh, that end's a little bit curled. Hopefully it'll lay down when it's glued. Yep. It'll behave. I like these that are on string because then they're easier to... I have the loose ones, but they're kind of difficult, especially if you're doing a long string of them. Now, I could put something up here. I have these. Oh, I kind of like that. I think I'll put 3 of those up there. Just for fun. Just for fun. And I still haven't found the snake for those of you who have been watching. Any tips to get it enticed out of my house would be lovely. If it's eating mice, I wouldn't care, but I don't want it living excuse me, in my house. Ah, phooey. I need a sip of water here. I think this one needs something more on it. I have some little gems here that I got. I don't know if I have anything that I'd want to put on there or not. Nah, not out of there. They're kind of scattered. I have some that are easier to get a hold of. That'll be better for this particular thing. I don't know what I want to put on there. No, don't think I want that. Too big for one thing. And I really don't have any gold on there, so I think we'll put some sparkly stuff. And I don't know that it matters what glue I use. I've used white glue before with things. I'm going to put a little bit right there, and there, and there. And we'll see how this looks. I may add more, and I may not. I'm not getting my head in there in the picture. That's a different size. It shouldn't have been in that one. I think they got all mixed up for some reason. Yep, that one's too big. It shouldn't be in that side. It should be over here with these other big ones. But I can see more big ones in there. Thing is, they're all glittery and they all look the same. There. Okay, and maybe yep, just the two of those, I think. I'm going to put a little iridescent pearl in there. Glam these up. Getting a little small one out and then getting it the right way is difficult. There. And there. All right. Do I want to put anything else on this one? I don't know that I'm real wild about this on top of the orangey things, but it's okay. It'll work. I may put something on the butterfly. A couple of these little gold colors here. If I can get them out. Okay, I got, whoops, fell off. Got one to stick to it. Glue will dry clear, so that'll be okay. Close those up and put them up so they don't spill. That would be a mess, wouldn't it? All those little pearls all over the floor. Oh, it slid, but it didn't open. Okay. Put that away and get this out of the way so we can see what we did, what I did. Just an idea for some pockets. something a little bit different for pockets than what we normally make. And they're a little fancier. I may end up putting a bow somewhere on them. I don't know. But I think they're kind of pretty. And like I said, they're a little bit different. This one's 4 inches across, and this one's about 3.5. And they can fit in your journal, and you can put, with this one, I may mush it down further when it's drier. I just don't want to tear the paper like I did on the other one. And you know what? This side didn't get inked. There, now it is. Okay, so there we go. 2 pockets. Easy to make. You can make them out of cardstock. If you had double-sided cardstock, that would look great. That would work really good. Double-sided paper or cardstock would work really good on this. It would look real nice to have the contrasting things, but this will work too. And then we'll have, oh, what do I have here that I can stick in it? Nope, that's too big. Can have a tag down in it that can go all the way in. I could have made tags. That looks pretty in there, doesn't it? I'm going to leave that in there and make a tag out of it. That looks nice in there with the lavenders and everything. Whoops. I munched away my jewel on my rose. Oh, come on. Don't stick to me. Stick to the rose. I'm gonna have to put more glue down. It liked me better than it liked the middle of the rose there. All right, where are my tweezers? It wants to stick to the tweezers too. All right, now I'm not going to touch it, but I am going to make a tag out of that piece for that one anyway. And it may have other tags in it. It'll depend on what journal it goes in, what it fits in. All right, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment. I like to have comments. It's always nice to have somebody say yay or nay or more or whatever. Let me know what kind of videos you like so that I know what to do. That just doesn't want to stay glued, I don't think. Anyway, let me know what you like, what you want to have. And if you aren't a subscriber, please think about subscribing. It doesn't cost you anything, doesn't hurt anything, and then you should get notified when I put up videos that there's a new video. This is Camille from My Junk Journal Heaven. I'll see you next time. Bye.